Welcome. This is part two of the Colorado Trail series.
Yeah, we got a lot of requests to go over the gear we're gonna take.
So, if you're curious about the overall trip we're doing in Colorado, check out. I'll throw a link up to it. Check out part one in this video series. It just gives you an overview of what we're doing in Colorado. So this video, we're gonna go through the gear, our gear loadouts now. We have full gear loadout videos. Once again, pop a link up there to them. We're trying to keep this more specific to Colorado. So we're gonna go through our gear, but we're gonna gloss over a lot of it that's not specific to this trip. So if you wanna know more about all of that other stuff, check out that video. But we're gonna keep this video specific to the things we're taking to Colorado, why we're taking them, stuff like that.
Yeah, you know what's interesting about this trip too is that we're not taking fishing kits, we're not taking a bunch of cold weather gear, and we're not lightweight backpack. We're lightweight. We're definitely not ultra lightweight. But yeah, we'll have some pretty decent base weights for this. And
so Andy weighed his base weight this morning, and mine will be similar, maybe a little bit heavier.
Between 11 and 12 pounds.
He was what, like 11.5 pounds?
Yeah.
Which was pretty darn good.
Yeah, and that's without camera gear.
So let's get started from a high level. First, what we're preparing for in Colorado is elevation, obviously, so ups and downs, dryness and exposure. That's the main thing because we're walking through a lot of burn areas. There's just a lot of sun, a lot of exposure. That's not something we generally deal with. Then being in the mountains, you have to be ready for unpredictable weather. So, when we went backpacking out in Wyoming, we were there in July. You can just have hailstorms and thunderstorms that roll in with like 5 to 10 minutes notice. So you gotta be prepared for inclement weather, unpredictable weather, elevation, climbing, dryness, and heat. That's kind of how we're building these kits. So I guess we can start with the shoes. Nothing too special about the shoes.
We're both wearing our normal trail runners.
Yeah, I'm not wearing my Wildcats. I'm gonna wear the shoes I actually trail run in because these are much better for elevation.
Yeah. So I've got the Ultra Lone Peaks. Kevin, what do you got?
The Peregrine 7s.
There you go. Worn gear during the day. The weather will be pretty nice in general, but obviously if weather moves in, then it'll cool down. We'll just be wearing the typical, some type of running shorts, and then obviously some type of synthetic t-shirt as well. And then we have our coveted.
These are built for Colorado. This is a wind shirt.
Wind resistant
shirt that's really light.
Yeah, this is the Patagonia Air Sheds that we can pop on real quick if it's really windy or the temperature drops pretty quickly.
I plan on wearing that to hike in.
Yeah, I will.
For sun exposure.
Yeah.
Reasons.
And then of course.
Yeah, so obviously a lot of people that hike Colorado Trail will take like umbrellas and stuff like that. We're obviously not doing that, but we're going to be having our trucker hats with the trucker hat buff combo
in case the sun is bad.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the buff just because your neck won't get fried. So building for exposure, so long sleeves on top, hats, buffs, covered up everywhere. We'll be wearing sunblock too. And
then we'll both be rocking some Dirty Girl gaiters.
Yeah, I don't generally wear gaiters, but I'm gonna bring them on this trip. And then darn tough socks, whatever. That's what we're going to be wearing. Let's talk about inclement weather first. So generally when we go backpacking, we'll just bring a rain jacket. Now, in the past I've used an Arc'teryx rain jacket, which I really like, but I wear it like around town and stuff, and it gets really gross from backpacking. So I bought a running / backpacking specific rain jacket. So this is the Outdoor Research Helium 2. Very popular. I actually got this specifically because another part of my rain kit is rain gloves, and these are Outdoor Research. These are just shells to like a glove liner, but they're Pertex, and I wore them in Linville Gorge, and I really liked how the Pertex fabric really worked well. So I got a Pertex jacket, Pertex gloves, And then I went full outdoor adventures, and I got the Enlightened Equipment rain wrap, which I really like. So we don't use pack liners, or we don't use pack covers for our packs, but our rain setup's going to be a rain kilt or rain wrap, the rain gloves, which I don't know if you can buy these separate from the liners.
I've only seen them paired.
Oh, but God, these are great. And then the Outdoor Research Helium 2 jacket. So full head to toe, well, head to shin rain coverage.
Well, that might be for you.
Yeah, he doesn't have a rain wrap.
No, I don't have rain gloves either, so. Yeah, so while Kevin might be head to toe rain coverage, I just have my normal North Face Anorak rain jacket. Nothing special. So Kevin will be a little bit prepared for the rain.
Yeah, and the nice thing about the Z-Packs Arc Hall hip belt pockets is like all this stuff will like fit in one of those hip belt pockets.
Wow.
Yeah. You gotta cram it in there, but like, so you can have all your rain stuff ready to go because you just gotta be prepared.
Let's move to cooking, our favorite subject.
Yeah.
We're gonna be using our alcohol setups. We have plenty of videos on that. I'm using my Foster's can pot from Trail Designs, the Caldera system that I usually use. What will you be using?
I'll use my regular Snow Peak / Fancy Feast setup. You know, I've never used an alcohol stove at elevation. If people want to comment on how well or not well they work at elevation, please let us know.
We could be convinced of bringing a canister.
We have
stove.
our canister setups. We're planning with the alcohol setups now, but that could change. I've never used alcohol at elevation. I don't know why it would be different, but it might be. So if you watchers out there have used alcohol stoves at elevation, let us know if we shouldn't be doing that. Same thing with water filtration. We're using our same Sawyer squeeze setups. Nothing different about that. We'll each have them. We have a video on our water setups. You can watch it if you want.
The 2-liter Evernew bags, and then of course the water scoops as well. No surprises here.
No, we love those scoops.
Just the normal water filtration systems we always take.
Same goes for shelters. We're going to be using people have asked us, we're going to be hammocking now. We're going with a group of 4 people. We have 3 hammocks and a tent, which is good. Anything more than 3 hammocks, and it can be a pain just to find trees for everybody. So we are going to take our regular hammock setups. We are not taking winter top covers. The temps right now look to be pretty good. You know, regular hammock setups, clearly with the tarps, so that hasn't changed. Moving on to clothing next. Packed clothing, we've already talked about what we're wearing.
Spare clothing, insulation,
yeah,
stuff.
So we are going to bring, the coldest items we're bringing, we are going to bring our puffy jackets. We don't expect temps below 40 at the very worst. You know,
It's lighter than a fleece.
yeah, right. So we're bringing our puffies, our camp clothes. We're each going to bring a pair of camp shorts that are the famous Argon laundry shorts. Highly recommend those.
Yeah.
We're each going to bring an extra shirt.
Just a tech tee.
Just a tech tee, and obviously an extra pair of socks and an extra pair of camp socks because we do bring camp shoes. And we each will bring a pair of Ingigi socks to wear with our camp shoes.
Yeah, so I like having a pair of dry camp socks always
Yeah.
to sleep in. So I got Ingigi's for that, and then I'm taking 2 pairs of darn toughs to rotate.
Yeah, I am too. And I'm bringing an extra pair of boxer briefs, compression shorts.
I'm bringing my Z-Pack beanie.
We're bringing beanies too. So yeah, our clothing revolves around, temps effectively between like 45 and 85, and then bringing extra pair of camp shorts, pair of camp shoes, which are the Shama sandals. Shama sandals. We have a separate video that's out by the time you see this on Ultralight clothing. Check that out. We talk about things like Shama sandals, laundry shorts, all that good stuff. But clothing, that's what we're bringing. This year we're really trying to emphasize shaving weight in clothes, but not at the expense of dying.
Yeah, we don't want to die.
We don't want to die, but we don't want to bring pounds and pounds of clothes. So we're also each bringing a pair of tights. So that's the clothing. So obviously the things that are not different that we're bringing are our calls, we're bringing our chairs.
Chairs always go.
It's obviously a 7-nighter. We're not bringing anything super fun. We're not bringing a drone. We're not bringing Fargo grills. Electronics wise, we are gonna both use our phones to film, which is different for us. And we got shotgun mics for the phones. So Rode makes a shotgun mic for the phone. Obviously, because we have GPS watches, we have phones, we're bringing a lot of extra power, so I'm going to bring 20 to 30,000 milliamps of power. Andy's in the same boat, just because we're going to use a lot of power out there.
Yep.
Other than that, everything else is fairly the same.
How much water are you going to carry?
Yeah, I'm bringing 1.5 liters most likely of water, of clean water storage, and then we each carry 2 liters of dirty water capacity storage. So that works well for us. So when we fill up pre-camp, we each carry 3.5 liters of water with us, which is more than enough. That's our standard water capacity loadout. Other things, headlamps not changing. We're bringing a ton of chapstick to prepare for the humidity. The lack of humidity, I should say. And then someone commented to bring Visine in case the
dry air dries your eyes.
And for the forest fires.
Oh, right. Some other interesting things that we'll be doing that maybe are some small additions, but maybe they make a big difference is, I'm really into these Nylaflume bags now.
Yeah, shout out to Frozen. He showed us about these.
These things are great, and they're becoming more popular, and they're super cheap.
Yeah, they're really cheap. They're a couple dollars, right?
Yeah, they're really durable. But yeah, I'm using a Nylaflume bag as my pack liner. I really like this.
Yeah, I might switch to that. I don't know yet.
And then another cool addition. I just got this, so I can't
get one of these.
I can't really comment on like the durability yet, but I do know that they're really popular, and I want to thank whoever the person was on Instagram that linked me to these.
Someone emailed us about it. I'm sorry, I forget your name or your email.
Yeah, and of course I've seen like a bunch of other backpackers use these, and Darwin uses this. So this is the Justin's Ultralight 1 liter water bottle pouch. This thing's great.
It's cool. we're gonna buy.
And this is $14.
14 bucks.
$14 on Etsy. It weighs nothing, but it's great because you can have the 1 liter right there.
It's a 1 liter smart water.
And then the other great thing is that some other water bottle pouches we've used, the water bottles fall out of it. This thing compresses it. Water bottles ain't coming out of this thing. But it's nice to have the 1 liter there. Yeah. Easy accessible.
It frees up room on your side pouches of your pack.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't used it yet, but just by trying it on, I like it a lot. Yeah, that's really cool. So thanks for turning us onto those.
Yeah. I'll find a name and put it in the video so you know who turned us on to that.
To summarize everything, to be honest, a lot of this gear is just our normal gear.
Just tweaking it.
Tweaking it. We're not doing any. We're mainly just backpacking. We're not doing other activities as well.
Like we're not bringing fishing setups.
So it's not. It's cool, and it's cool because our base weights are going to be low for us.
Yeah, that's really low.
And then
we will be walking onto the trail fully loaded with water and food at less than 30 pounds. 7-day trip, you really need to be anal and technical about things, about clothes, especially, we don't have a resupply, so you just have to have all your bases covered. And it's way more technical with food, I think, and we're going to do a food video for this trip. But yeah, like he was saying, we're building for elevation, for exposure, for rain, for lightness. What else? That's about it. Simplicity, yeah.
Every day covering mileage can get monotonous, so the more simple and easy things are, the better.
So that's it for this Colorado Trail prep video. We're going to do one more video going through the food. That'll be a fun video. We did that for Isle Royal, and with 7 days, you have to hike all your trash. the food gets technical.
Yeah, the food's probably...
Food's way more technical than this.
Yeah, the food's probably the most challenging part
Yeah.
of this.
So be on the lookout for that. Thank you all for watching. As always, please give us feedback. We love it. Everyone comments really good stuff, and we got good feedback from the first Colorado video.
The one thing I want to comment on too, we got a lot of comments on the other video about the hiking umbrellas. So I realized that those are super popular, and a lot of people are
something
using
to consider.
Something to definitely consider.
We could theoretically with these current setups easily throw an umbrella on there.
Yeah, we're not going to use umbrellas for this trip, but that doesn't. We're definitely open to the ideas in the future.
We're 100% on board with sun protection. I mean, that is huge. So we're doing that with covering our arms, hats, buffs, most of our face, sunglasses too. We didn't show that, but we're going to be in sunglasses, trucker hats, and buffs. So like our faces will be almost entirely covered. So yeah, keep the comments coming. Love it. We will catch everyone on the next one.